Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fulgurn Gaming's Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Here we have the Fire Temple, probably one of my favorite temples in the game, and I like how they start off the temple by throwing these, fire keys at you. Luckily, they can't actually burn your Hylian shield. Who's there? Is that you, Kyle? Oh, it really is Kyle. You've grown so big since I last saw you. I want to have a man-to-man talk with you, but now's not the time. Ganondorf is causing trouble on Death Mountain again. He has revived the evil ancient dragon Volvagia. On top of that, he is going to feed my people to that evil dragon as a warning to other races that might resist him. If that fire-breathing dragon escapes from the mountain, all of Hyrule will become a burning wasteland. I will go on ahead to try to seal up the evil dragon. I'm concerned, though, because I don't have the legendary hammer. But I have no choice. Kyle, I'm asking you to do this as my sworn brother. While I'm trying to deal with the dragon, please save my people. The prisoner's cells are in the opposite direction. I'm counting on you, Kyle. How does he think he's actually gonna go in there and defeat a not a Volvagia, the Volvagia, the fire dragon of legend? I just don't know what he thinks he's gonna be able to do. He doesn't have the Megaton hammer. And he's just a Goron, like he doesn't have any special powers that I know of. But let's go ahead and save this guy from his little cage here. And pretty much every time you save a prisoner, they tell you like a hint about the temple. So let's see what this guy has to say. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. In order to get into the room where Darunia went, you have to do something about the pillar stuck in the ceiling. Find a path that leads to a room above the ceiling right away. What I don't get about this, I kind of understand it, but it is just kind of weird. Oh, also, usually in the cells, they'll have a key, too. It's just like, why would you not... Basically, why are you saving these tips as, like, ransom for me saving you? You know what I mean? Like, if I don't save you, you're not gonna help me out or something? Alright, so now we're back in the main room. Got one key. Hopefully we can change that, because this dungeon, as far as I remember... is a little bit more, it's a little more difficult to find the keys. And in this room right here, you would think like, oh, you don't want to step on the lava, but there's hardly any repercussions for going in the lava. It hardly takes any damage away or health away from you, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. But over here, I think there's going to be another cell over here. Let's see what this guy has to say. He's going to say the same exact, like, preamble, apparently. Here's a secret for saving me. A wall that you can destroy with the Goron's special crop will sound different than a regular wall if you hit it with your sword. I wonder why they have to... It's like an innuendo almost, like the Goron's special crop. Obviously he's referring to the bomb, but I thought the Goron's special crop was the bomb flower, and there are no bomb flowers in the Fire Temple, so I'm not sure exactly. Well, obviously he must have been talking about bombs, but as far as I know, the bomb flowers are their special crop, not just plain bombs. Up here, if you play the Song of Time, you can get up to another room. I think the only thing that's up here is a gold Skulltula, so it's not, like, required. But there is actually a place in this dungeon where it is required to play the Song of Time, and it seems like they really are trying to hammer that mechanic home. I don't remember if in the rest of the game, if there are places like that. And in this room, for some reason, the tiles are flying off the floor. I mean, you don't have to. If you want to take them out, you can. All you gotta do is hold up your shield. And back there in the back, near that gold Skulltula on the wall, you can see a new enemy. So let's go ahead and investigate this new enemy. Like, an enemy that eats shields and certain clothes. We have to beat it quickly to get our gear back. Hopefully I can defeat it without him actually taking anything, because one of the most embarrassing things, in my opinion, is having a like take your gear, you know, basically if he swallows you. Wow, he gave me a lot of rupees here. Another thing about the likes, they are kind of known for, in my head, for giving you a lot of rupees depending on how you beat them. I know a lot of enemies change what they give you based on how you defeat them, but I know for... Like, example, I think if you defeat a like with a... Oh, man. Wow, I didn't even know that was up there. But I know if you defeat a like with a light arrow... I actually only remember this from Majora's Mask, so I'm not sure if it's like this in this game. But they will give you a whatever the 50 rupee one was worth. I think, what is that, the purple or the red rupee? I can't remember. But whatever that 50 rupee color is, that's what they give you if you defeat it with a light arrow. But if you defeat it with something else, you won't, you know, it'll give you something else. So here's one of those walls that you can defeat, or not defeat, blow up, that the Goron was telling us about. I think there might be another key in here, hopefully. We need a couple more. Yep, pretty much anytime you see something with this kind of walls, it's pretty much going to lead to a prisoner's cell. Hopefully he'll have a little bit more, you know, important information to tell us. There are switches in this temple that you have to cut to activate, but you can also use the Goron special crop to do the job. The switches aren't switches like that we've seen so far in the game, you know, they're not like switches there are switches that you have to stand on in the game, or in this temple to progress, but what he's talking about is there are some crystals that you actually have to slash with your sword. Alright, so now I want to show you basically that it doesn't matter if you go in the lava at all. See, you can just walk all over it. It doesn't really matter. It didn't take any health away from me. I already had that half of a heart gone. So I think it would have been a cool idea. Maybe not. Maybe it would have made it too hard. But if you go in the lava, basically you are going to lose a lot of health or even die. Because that would have given a little bit more, you know, danger in going to the lava. As it stands, it really doesn't matter if you go in the lava or not. Here we have our first little puzzle. I always used to like, for some reason, to defeat these specific keys. Like, I remember specifically defeating these things. Like I said, I don't know why, but those keys right there, there are some on the other side that I used to like to hit with the arrows. Over there. Like, I would just use those keys over there as, like, target practice or something like that. And to progress here, we need to push this little block onto the fire geyser thing. One thing, I don't mean to nitpick or anything, but when I push it a little closer, look how close that is to the edge. Don't you think that should, like, topple over or something like that? Apparently not. Let's go ahead and write it up, though. You know, I'm not sure what would happen now that I think about it if you push the block while the fire thing is going up. I'm not sure if, you know, not sure what would happen. Oh great, we're out of keys. Hopefully we can find some. Here is a really, really strange room in my opinion. We can't get to this Goron right now, and if we try and talk to him... Please, don't eat me. If you eat something like me, you'll get a stomach ache. You'll be sorry. See, like, they don't help you unless you open their cage or whatever. Maybe the thing is, they think that you're part of Ganondorf's army or whatever, and for that reason they're not going to help you, but I don't know. It just seems like kind of weird that they wouldn't help you unless you open their cage. Here we have another cool new enemy. The Torch Slug. When the fire on its back is extinguished, it will run away. This reminds me, I'm not sure if it's all of the Pokemon in that lineage, I guess, but Charmander and Charmeleon and stuff like that. As far as I know, I'm not sure exactly, but I think in the Pokédex or whatever for those Pokemon, it says something along the lines of, if you extinguish the fire, they die, or something like that. Now here is another opportunity for the bomb jump, so let's go ahead and do that. Well, I didn't mean to do that. There we go, got the bomb jump. Now, it's a little bit more difficult here, because you don't... Oh, how did that not work? There we go, I think I got it. I like how when I try and show something to make it faster, that is when the game is like, oh, we're not going to let it work. Your shortcut that you're trying to use is actually going to take more time than if you would have just done it our way. But that's a pretty cool speed running technique, I guess. You can just, you know, use that bomb jump right there and not actually have to worry about moving the block into place. Which, I mean, it saves time and it's kind of cool. Like, I'll always, you know, I will always say that jumping in a Zelda game, or specifically this game, I'm not sure if there are any Zelda games where you can actually jump on command, but I will always remember that glitch in particular for allowing you to jump, you know, in Ocarina of Time. Here, this room is actually really, really convoluted, and I'll show you what I mean. And just to add to the, you know, insult to injury, they throw the rocks all over the place. Let's go ahead and talk to this Goron, though. In this temple, there are doors that fall down when you try to open them. When one of these doors starts to fall, move. If you use a sample of the Goron's special crop, you can break it. So what he's referring to are some, I'm not sure if you could really classify them as enemies either, but there are some objects in this specific dungeon where if you try to open the door will kind of fall on you. So I'm not sure if you could really classify those as enemies, like I said, but they are kind of, they're actually not, they're kind of obvious to be able to see. So whenever I find one, I'll show you. Oh my goodness, this is just like comedy hour here. Oh my lord, Jesus, come on. That was a really like sermon-esque thing I just said there. Oh my lord, Jesus. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, there's a place over here. There's a gold skulltula in the wall somewhere. Apparently not here, but oh yeah, we gotta go in there in a second. Here we go. It's right here. Now, how in the world are you supposed to know to bomb this place right here? See, like, if you hit the wall, it sounds different, but I'm not sure exactly how you're supposed to know that, you know, to bomb this area to find this gold skulltula, because I didn't know about this until I got the player's guide or whatever. Pretty much, I beat the game without the player's guide, and then there's another, actually, I just remembered. There's another place in this very room that I did not know existed until I got the player's guide. Oh, man. And it's up there. Let me see if I can show you. Well, apparently you can't do the first person thing in this room. If I get hit by another rock, I swear. Alright, so I think we can just continue here. There's nothing left in this room, I don't think. Is this the room I'm thinking of? Yep. Alright, so there's gonna be another key. This room, or this dungeon, there are so many offshoots of rooms and stuff like that that sometimes I might even get lost in here, so hopefully it doesn't happen. When you are on fire, you can put it out by swinging your sword or by rolling forward. Did you know that? No, I did not. But apparently you can use the tactic of stop, drop, and roll in the Zelda universe. But I'm not sure, like, I'm not sure how often you get set on fire. I can't remember any instances of me actually getting set on fire, and I can't think of any time where, you know, like, setting out the fire that's on me is a really, you know, high-profile thing that I need to worry about. So I think now that we've done that, we actually have done everything in here. Is this the room that's, like, suspended above everything? Yes, it is. This room still gives me, it's not scary or anything, it's just unnerving, because that drop right there is ridiculous. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot. There he is. I think in that room that is opening up right now, I think that's gonna be the map room. So it's not that important. And I like how they tempt you with hearts over there, and look how many hearts are over there, and look how many I'm missing. So it's really trying to get me to go over there. But I know if I go over there, I'm gonna fall. So what I like to do is just take that room really gingerly, because with my luck, I'd probably fall. So let's go ahead. I think, like I said, I think this is the map. Awesome. Now there's also a cool glitch where you can get out of here with the hover boots. Like, get up there with the hover boots, but we didn't do the Shadow Temple first glitch thing, so we can't do that right now. So we got to do it the normal old-fashioned way. Alright, I was just being careful there. Man, it seems like I'm saying, they really run you dry on keys in this temple right here. This room right here, I think is kind of funny, because, oh, well, see, it doesn't matter. I was about to say, oh, I fell in the fire, it doesn't matter. This wall of flames comes after you. But if it touches you, it doesn't really do anything. It takes like a heart away or something like that. So, and usually what happens is I'll accidentally run into it and fall. Before we continue over there, there's actually a pretty cool trick that we can do right here. And this is that place I was going to show you with the first person mode, but I couldn't look up. So let's go ahead and play my Scarecrow song. And what's that guy's name? Pierre or something like that? Pierre, I think his name is, appears here. And I didn't think you would actually be able to make... Oh. Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't think you would be able to do it with the hookshot, and then it didn't work, so I was like, wait, maybe you can. But I didn't know this was here, like I was gonna say earlier, until I got the player's guide. And I don't think a lot of people know that this is here. And I'm not just... I mean, I just can't believe it's here, and I don't think they expected you to know it was here, because they give you a whole lot of stuff when you get up to the top of this area, including, I don't think... Well, here's a gold skulltula, by the way, so maybe they did expect you to find it, but there's a huge rupee up here, and it's not any bigger than a normal rupee or anything, it's just called a huge rupee, and it gives you 200 rupees, which is what, actually, they give you for finding all 100 gold skulltula tokens. So, I don't think finding 100 gold skulltula tokens should be worth the same amount of, you know, rupees that you can find in a chest in a random temple. So let's go ahead and get this thing real quick. I'm not even gonna... when you swing your sword, sometimes you go forward, so I like to get away from the edge before I do that. Alright, I wonder how many that is. I know I keep doing this, but I'm kind of curious. 61! Man, these things are flying by. See, I'll go ahead and show you this, but I'm not even gonna go for it because it's not really all that necessary. What he does is just kind of make the flames die down on that chest. And up there in that chest is actually that big rupee that I was telling you about. It's worth 200, but I already have 490, and I can tell that I would just fail that over and over and over and over, so I'm not even going to try it. Now that we've done that, I think we can progress a little bit more in the dungeon. I think I'm just going to have to end it without beating the temple again, because we're not maybe... Oh, no, no, no! Of course. Alright, made it back to this room, but what I was saying is we're not even like halfway through the dungeon, I don't think, so I'm not sure... Oh, and then there's going to be a long cutscene after the dungeon's over, so this is going to be a really long episode, or I might have to split it up, I'm not sure. But you can see there's a crack on the floor. Zelda fans everywhere know that anytime you see a crack anywhere, that it doesn't look like it should be there. I should probably move away from this bomb, shouldn't I? You should probably bomb that, you know, crack. And as soon as I say maybe I should jump away from the bomb, I just stupidly jump down there. But for some reason they put the switch for the cell on the other side of the, you know, the cell. Let's go ahead and see what he has to say though. Somewhere in this temple, you're sure to meet up with some creatures that dance as they attack. Arrows won't hurt them. Looks like you might need some of the Goron's special crop. That's all I have to tell you. And actually, that's not even really that required. Like, I know the enemies, and you guys probably do too, that he's talking about, and I don't remember ever using the bombs on that enemy. And also, opening up this cage right here serves as sort of like a shortcut, just in case you ever go back to the beginning of the dungeon or whatever. You can just come through here, you know, come through the cell or whatever, and then climb up this area here, instead of having to go all the way around again. So I wonder if I can use the hookshot to get up this. Well, apparently not. Looks like this thing is in my way. Come on, man, move. I feel like I'm in traffic or something. There we go. Nice and easy. Now, oh yeah, I was going to say, we need to get a key, don't we? But we have a key. Let's go ahead and hit... I was going to say, if I fall down, I swear. Go ahead and hit the switch here, which opens up that cage over there. I'm not sure if this one's required either, now that I think about it. I need to, like, look up and see which temples have keys that are extra, or have keys, like, just enough keys to beat the temple, because I'm kind of interested in that now that I've, like, been doing this Let's Play. I'm wondering if there are, you know, extra keys that I don't have to worry about, you know, just in case I ever go for a speed run or something like that. Let's go ahead and see what this guy has to say. If you find a place that you can see on the map but can't reach, try playing your ocarina. Okay, like, that's not really that useful, I don't think. I think the only place that I can think of that was like that was that place that we already played that ocarina. Remember the Song of Time in that big fire room? So other than that, I can't think of any other places in this temple where he might be talking about. But now that we have, I think we have enough keys to progress pretty, you know, decently in the dungeon now. And I'm not sure if you can go back this way or not. I'm going to try it. If not, we can just go back in that door down there to my left. But let's go ahead and go in this door right here. And apparently you can. I wonder if the fire is going to start from this side. I knew it. Like, that's just, I don't know, predictable, I guess. I thought for a second that it would start coming from the other side, and that would make it really hard. But now that we've done all that, we can come up here. And this is what I'm talking about, the convoluted nature of this dungeon. Like, you got a door coming into here, you got a door, you have to go in that door first, just to be able to go into this offshoot door over here. And with that, is there going to be another prisoner in here? Apparently, you know what? I lied. I said that anytime you see a wall like this, it's going to be a prisoner room. Apparently, that's not the case. But as far as this episode goes, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here, because I'm already like 20 minutes in. And I don't even know how much longer there is in this dungeon time-wise. So I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, as I fail in the outro here. And I want to see you guys back for the episode where I finish the Fire Temple. See you guys next time.